Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Video Juice. My name is Craig, and we are back with episode 4 of Game of Thrones. I can't believe we're in the second half of this season already. We only have 3 episodes left. It is crazy to think about. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had the longest battle in cinematic history, I think. The Battle for Winterfell, or The Long Night, as the episode was called. It was dark. I thought it was a really good episode. I loved how it went down. I thought there was going to be more deaths. I think we all thought there was going to be more deaths, but we still got some important deaths. We got Jorah, season 1 character. We got Theon, season 1 character. Lyanna Mormont, only in it since season 6, but she was an instant fan favorite. Sad to see her go out, but she went out swinging. Took out a giant on her way, an undead giant. I think her whole house must be fucked now. Yeah, and Ed and Beric went out as well, and the Night King. I was fine with the way everything happened. I was fine with the way the Night King went out. I think it was different. It was different than what most people had predicted anyway. And having Arya do it, considering the fact that she was training to be an assassin for the last few seasons, makes sense. She can get through without she didn't have to fight her way in there. You know, she didn't have to fight her way to the Night King. Whereas Jon would have had to fought his way there, and that wouldn't have really worked because he constantly makes sure that he doesn't have to do any fighting. Basically, faced with Jon, he resurrected all the dead. He always has White Walkers surrounding him. He's always padded himself with cannon fodder, basically, with people to protect him. So, is it the end of the Night King? Who knows? I would hazard a guess to say that it could be, just because we only have 3 episodes left, and I feel like the Night King was never the end game. You know, I feel like Cersei was always the end game. Consider the fact that it's Game of Thrones, you know. Now, there could be some fucking time travel fuckery with Bran. We might find out a little bit more about them. But I feel like we found out everything we need to know already. I feel like, I said it, like, I think it was episode 1 or 2 in my video, I said that there is a possibility that everything that has been presented to us about the Night King that's it. Like, he was created by the Children of the Forest to aid them in their fight against the First Men, their war against the First Men. He was created to kill man. He was created to kill humanity, you know. Why they turned against the Children of the Forest, we don't know. So some of that stuff could be explored, but I feel like we saw most of it already. We saw him being created. We know why he was created. But I would love for there to be more to it. But what'd be interesting is, I was thinking about this last in between episodes when I was editing the last video, is if I don't think this will happen either, but I thought it'd be a cool thing. I don't even know if it's possible. I was thinking, what if for them to get an army, for them to get numbers for their army, what if Bran turned someone into a White Walker, into another Night King, plunge some dragon glass into his heart, and then they can resurrect the dead to fight for them against Cersei. But I wouldn't say there's enough time to set something like that up, and I also don't think that they would do that. We don't know if they can anyway. It'd be like the Children of the Forest did that with their magic. I don't know if Bran would even be capable of that, but it would be cool. Someone sacrifices himself to become the Night King to resurrect an army to kill Cersei, and then goes off and goes into hiding for 1,000 years, or lets someone kill them or something. I don't know. See, there's a lot of stupid things coming out of that. I like saying stupid fun theories though, just on the off chance that it comes true. Melisandre died as well. She helped. What did I just say? She helped significantly in that battle. The Dothraki didn't do a whole lot, but I was kind of annoyed at that they just sent the Dothraki out to die. Hopefully that's not the end of them. Same with the Unsullied. I feel like there's some Unsullied left as well. But I forgot to talk about this in the end of my last video. We never got an update on Ghost. Also Rhaegal. We don't know if Rhaegal is dead or not. He fell midway through last episode with Jon on his back, and Ghost ran out with the Dothraki and never came back. All we saw was Jorah. I feel like they just threw Ghost in when they had some extra CGI money going around, and they just threw him into those scenes because nobody interacted with him whatsoever. He was just there. I'm hoping he's not dead, and I don't think he is, just because I don't feel like they would have gave him an off-screen death like that. I feel like they would have referenced it, or Jon would have said something. So I'm hoping he's still alive. I'm also hoping Rhaegal is still alive, but the possibility of Rhaegal being alive is a little bit down, just because the Bran's vision with the one dragon flying over King's Landing. So, but Rhaegal could still be alive as well. I'm hoping that they're both alive and that they just fucking demolish Cersei. That's pretty much it. Also, new t-shirt. Because why not Zoidberg? Got it from QWERTY. There is a link in the description. Refer a link in the description if anyone wants to pick any up for themselves. They always have new fan submissions. Swap them out every day. You have 2 days to buy them and then they're gone forever. Really good quality as well. We also didn't get any questions for the Q&A. If you want to participate in the Q&A, tweet at us, GOTQA, before the end of before the next episode airs. Anything you want to say, or just ask a question, and I'll put it in the recap for next video. That is pretty much it. Let's check out the video. They've reminded us again in that intro that the scorpion is still there, the weapon to shoot the dragons. That makes me scared for the dragon or dragons, if they're still alive. Aww. That's nice. Ghost! Yes! Ghost looks... Ghost looked like he fucked some people up.
I think you should be Lord of Storm's End.
Oh!
That can't be, I'm a bastard.
No. You are Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End, the lawful son of Robert Baratheon, because that is what I have made you.
To Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End.
To Gendry.
Vomiting is not celebrating.
Yes, it is.
To the Dragon Queen!
You didn't.
I did.
I surmised.
Jake. Again.
I saw him riding that thing. That's right, you did. I did. A madman or a king!
Oh.
You're a virgin.
That's a statement about the present.
At no point in the past, up until this very moment, have you slept with a man. Or a woman.
Oh.
Just takes her like that. I mean it, Clegane. My heart is broken.
Don't touch me.
You can touch me. I'm not afraid of wild things.
Oh.
Hounds.
You've changed, little bird.
And I love you, and none of it will be worth anything if you're not with me.
Came out of it strong.
But I'm not a lady. I never have been. That's not me.
That's not me. Aw. We gonna get a Brienne and Jamie?
You didn't drink.
Oh, this is happening.
This is not a game. This is only drinking.
Then you have to drink. Those are the rules.
I told you.
Never tell them who you really are. Swear your brother and Samwell Tarly to secrecy and tell no one else. Or it will take on a life of its own and you won't be able to control it or what it does to people.
Yara Greyjoy has retaken the Iron Islands in her
Yeah.
queen's name. The new Prince of Dawn pledges his support.
I've never been a Stark.
Oh shit. He's gonna tell him.
Just as much Ned Stark's child as any of us.
You have to swear you'll never tell another soul.
This is gonna be a bad mistake. This is gonna be bad.
You have to swear it before I tell you.
Oh, we didn't even get to see the reaction. Oh, what?
So she's going to stay here with you? I'm happy that you'll finally have to climb for it. I am the imp, and I demand to know.
I knew you were fucking her. A pair of tall blonde tufts. Must be like looking in the mirror.
It's a Bronn of the Black Water.
Oh shit.
Try.
I've never hit a dwarf before, but say another word and I will belt you.
See, I don't believe you do that.
You couldn't do it on your best day, you one-handed fuck, and your best days are long gone.
Oh.
You broke my nose.
What's Double River on?
High Garden.
Oh.
You could be Lord of the Reach.
Highgarden, are you mad?
It's better than being dead.
He's not going to kill us. He wouldn't be talking to us.
You're heading to King's Landing?
Have someone finished business.
Yeah, Clegane Bowl. Hottest hype may never die.
Gonna leave me to die again if I get hurt.
Probably.
That was nice. Rhaegal doesn't look too bad. Oh. I take it back. Ooh.
Tyrion,
What's her play? What's she doing?
what if there's someone else? Someone better?
She's already gonna break. Oh my god.
Nothing to ride the dragon south?
It's where he belongs to.
Oh no!
There's no place in the south.
I got his ear bitten off.
Take him with you.
Oh, ripped off.
There's only so many books a person can read, so we...
I'm sure he knows how it happened, Sam.
Oh, she's preggers.
If it's a boy, we
Oh.
want to name him John.
I didn't even realize. Oh.
I hope it's a girl. You're the best friend I ever had. You too, Sam.
Oh.
Maybe Cersei will win and kill us all. That would solve our problems.
Yeah. Oh! Oh! What? Fuck! Pull up! Oh, fuck.
Get to the skiff.
No!
Oh. Fuck, man, I didn't expect to get a battle this episode. Oh. Oh man, they're getting fucked up. Miss Sandy?
Missandei! Missandei!
And our child shall one day rule them all.
She's such a fucking manipulative little bitch.
Keep the gates open. If she wants to take the castle, she'll have to murder thousands of innocent people first.
Oh. She's padding out King's Landing with the fucking innocent.
So much for the breaker of chains.
Oh.
With the help of her loyal advisors.
Oh. Oh, Varys is
You know where my loyalty stands.
with the realm.
No, I will never betray the realm.
What is the realm?
Varys is plotting
Vast
again.
continent home to millions of... She's hateful. And so am I.
God damn it. That smug bitch. She's dead. She's dead.
Dracarys.
Oh, no. Well, I am. So Rhaegal was alive after the last battle, and now he's dead. Man, I didn't expect that. I was in shock. I kept on expecting it to be like a dream or something, and then through the neck. That was hard to watch. So, yeah, it's going to make the next episode very interesting. I suppose there's no time. They were trying to make haste. I kind of wish they took Sansa's advice, that Dany took Sansa's advice and let the people rest and maybe rallied some of the other houses after the Great War is done. But yeah, I don't know. That was just my thought process going into it. I thought they were going to rally some of the other houses and get people against Cersei, but probably not. Fucking Euron, man, kill the dragon. I hate him so much. I hate him so much. I want him to die. So with Euron up next to Cersei when Tyrion was talking to her and he mentioned the pregnancy, I really hope that comes back up, because Euron only found out a little while before that. So he should be wondering how Tyrion knows about the pregnancy, I would assume. So I hope that comes back. Might drive a wedge in between them, but he might realise that she's just fucking manipulating the shit out of him. I didn't expect to get two big deaths this episode, Missandei and Rhaegal. I didn't expect them. It's the second Missandei was missing. I knew they were after taking her. Fuck, man. Dany's just going to be on... She's going to be in war mode all next episode. This is what happens. This has been happening the whole show. She needs to listen to her advisors. She keeps on just doing what she wants and not listening to good advice. And this is what happens. This is what happens. Ugh. I like Varys this episode. Because I've been disappointed with Varys lately. I understand they have a lot to juggle. They have a lot to do. They obviously didn't have enough stuff for him to do. But for the last 2 seasons, he's kind of been non-existent. Especially season 7. I can't remember anything significant that he did in season 7. He's been non-existent for the last 2 seasons. So it's good to see him actually doing something again. Even if it's probably not something it's probably not something that we like. He's back in the game. He's back in the running for the Game of Thrones. He's scheming again, which is cool. I liked his conversation with Tyrion about all of that. I always like when the two of them interact. They work well off each other. Gilly's pregnant. That was a nice little surprise. I like a lot of stuff separated this episode. I didn't like that. We have Tormund and the Wildlings heading back up to Castle Black. We have Gilly and Sam and that staying there. We have Jon heading south. I'll get to that in a few minutes. We have a lot of separation. We had a lot of really good one-on-one scenes as well with characters, which I liked. We had Tormund and the Hound again. We had fucking Jaime Brienne. We had Sansa and Tyrion. Lots of really good one-on-one scenes. I suppose I'll start with Arya and Gendry. Arya and Gendry, I liked that. It was a nice little callback to season 1 again. It was actually a few callbacks to season 1. You had the That's Not Me. You had the whole joining the houses thing. And I knew she wouldn't. I was kind of hoping she would, but I knew she wouldn't. Maybe it's an endgame thing. Maybe she can go there after if she survives, but I don't think so. I don't think Arya would settle down like that anyway. Even if all of the people on her list is dead, I don't know if she would. So, but it was a good scene. Gendry, man. Gendry, all about that one night. I love you. But she was like, gotta bail out of this relationship. Yeah, I thought it was funny. We got confirmation Yara retook the Iron Islands. There is a new Prince of Dorne. So they have some people on their side. They just need to get them. Ghost survived. That was really cool. I have a really, really, really big problem with this episode. Really big problem with this episode. And I'm going to say it right now. Ghost survived. Got his ear taken off. He was a trooper. Jon did not say goodbye to him. What? Jon did not say goodbye to him. He's just after fighting this big war for him. And survived and killed loads of, I assume, killed loads of whites. And Jon is like, Tormund, take him. Gives him a little look and then walks on. Go over and say goodbye to him. Come on. The good news is the CGI budget must be must be good for the last 2 episodes now, because we only have 1 dragon and we have no direwolves. Well, Nymeria is still kicking around, but I highly, highly, highly doubt that Nymeria is coming back now. I don't think there's enough time. Probably one of my favourite reunions, actually. Sansa and the Hound. Sansa and the Hound was a great reunion. Him calling her little bird. The Hound talking about Sansa, saying she should have came with him, and then Sansa was like, I would still be that little bird. She learned a lot. I like where Sansa has ended up. I honestly think that Sansa might be the one that ends up on the throne, because I don't think Jon... Well, we know Jon don't want it, and I understand what people are saying. I think Jon will make a great king. I think that all the people in the show want him to be king. They all think that he's going to be a great king as well. I just don't think Jon wants it, and I don't think he will take it. I think he could sacrifice himself, because that would take him out of the running. You know, if he sacrificed himself, I don't think Dany will make a great queen either, you see. I think Sansa would make a good queen. You know, I meant to talk about this in the recap. Sansa becoming queen would make her entire story come full circle, because that's what she was meant to do in season 1, and she's been unintentionally groomed by every single bad person she's met throughout the show to be this good ruler, to be this to be the person she is now. And I feel like she's a good ruler now. All the steps that she's been doing and all the advice she's had. She won the Battle of the Bastards for Jon, or helped to win it. She had some great advice for Dany that Dany has been ignoring. I think that, like, my other thought was that maybe she would go back and rule Winterfell, Lady of Winterfell, and have Bran there just hanging out in the Godswood, tapping into that weirwood network. But I think she would be queen. Now, how we would get there, like what steps we would take to get there, I don't know. But like maybe Dany dies, Jon is there, and Jon just gives it to her. I don't know if that can even happen, but I do feel like Sansa is the good choice at the moment. I feel like she's the one that should be there. I just don't know how we would get there. I'm kind of rooting for Sansa now. I've been thinking for a few seasons that Dany wasn't going to make it out, but I feel like Jon could sacrifice himself for her, but I also feel like she's too vengeful now. She's too, not overall now, I mean like just because of everything that's after happening. I feel like she won't have a level head. You know, her head is going to be clouded, full of rage, and I feel like she's going to make mistakes. And I feel like Dany's the obvious choice to sit on the throne, Dany or Jon, and I feel like they won't do that for a surprise. But yeah, I'm going to go with Sansa. If I had to pick someone to be on the throne right now, I'd pick Sansa. That's what I want. Clegane Bowl is back on. The Hound's teasing us again. I got unfinished business in King's Landing. Man. It'd be cool if the Hound killed Cersei, but I don't think so. The Hound is going to have to get in line now with Grey Worm. I wonder if we're going to get a tag team. I would like just the Hound v the Mountain. But I'd do a tag team. 2v1 Clegane Bowl. Yeah, what a hype may never die. Tormund took Ghost. Tormund this episode was great again, funny, interacting with people. Really sad about Brienne. He was really sad about Brienne, that was funny. And I liked his goodbye with Jon. It was nice. Hopefully it's not the end of him. We still have 2 episodes left. I don't know where they could fit him in. You know, I like that he didn't just fuck down to King's Landing and fight as well. It's not their fight. They fought up there because that was the immediate threat and they needed everyone they can get, but the fight for the throne is not his fight. not the wildlings fight. So I like that. But I hope we get to see him again, even just once. I'm not gonna harp on it because I've said it loads of times. Cersei's clearly not pregnant. She is lying. I said it day one. The second she used it to manipulate Tyrion, season 7 I think it was, or Jamie she used it to manipulate first. I said it straight away. She's not pregnant. She did stuff to make them guess it, to make Tyrion guess it anyway. But she's no. I'm a little bit annoyed that Dany went by sea with her army, because they know this happened already. This literally happened already. They got the Greyjoys got fucking destroyed on the sea by Euron. Why take a small amount of your army with your 2 dragons? I understand the dragon thing. They didn't expect the scorpions to be fucking... Actually, I didn't expect them to have as many scorpions as they had. They have about fucking 1 million of them, and they have them mounted onto the ships. That's crazy. But I feel like, why would they go by sea? Why would they go by sea? Like, they know Euron has a fleet of ships. They know he has a lot of men. I don't know. I thought that was a stupid decision. I really, really hope Cersei dies a slow and painful death in this show, and I think she will. Like, her plan with King's Landing is just ridiculous. She padded out herself in King's Landing with the innocent. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't think Dany cares anymore though. She's just going to light that place up. So, first off, Jaime Brienne, great. I wanted Brienne and Tormund. Knew it wasn't going to happen. She had no interest. Good to see Jaime and Brienne hooking up finally. It was nice. They had a few nice scenes. I'm assuming that Jaime is heading down to kill Cersei. I think he's going down to kill her. I think that was my theory for a long time. I thought that he was going to get killed by Jaime, Kingslayer. Now he's going to be the Queenslayer. And it would make sense. Like, he saw the monster she became last season. That's why he left. He saw that. Like, he saw her become what he killed the Mad King for. He saw her become that. He killed the Mad King to prevent him from becoming what Cersei became. She fucking blew up the Red Keep. Or not the Red Keep, the... what's it called? The Sept, whatever. She blew up fucking 90% of the cast in King's Landing 2 seasons ago. Season 6 finale. With the wildfire, which all those still pockets of wildfire, I assume, under King's Landing, so that could come into play next episode as well. But I'm assuming Jaime is going down to kill her, and I hope he succeeds. Lives, and then fucks back up and lives out happily with Brienne. But I don't know. I don't know if he'll survive. I was annoyed we didn't get an immediate reaction from Arya and Sansa about finding out about Jon's parentage. That was a little bit disappointing, but I understand. I liked Sansa's reaction afterwards. We got to see a little bit of it afterwards when Tyrion was talking with her. By the way, I love like, lads, you have to swear not to tell anyone. Sansa's like, yeah, no problem. 30 seconds later, Tyrion, let me tell you about Jon. I understand it from Sansa's point of view. The second he was telling them, I knew that she was going to use it. She's using what she learned from Littlefinger, basically, how powerful information is, and she's using it to drive a wedge in between them. But to dig at Dany, she's trying to take out Dany, I suppose. She doesn't want her on the throne. So, yeah, it's a good play by Sansa. Gendry getting legitimized and getting Storm's End was really, really, really cool. I enjoyed that. Smart by Dany as well. I liked the whole opening sequence was cool, the celebrations and everything, and seeing, it was kind of sad seeing Dany and seeing the difference between ruling with power and ruling with support, more or less. Does that make sense? Like, Jon had his army and had his backing because people supported him, people liked him, people wanted to be like he inspired them, whereas Dany was ruling with power because she had big armies and stuff, and it showed this episode. You could see everyone saying hurrah to Jon and good job, and you were riding a dragon, and Dany was just sitting there with nobody around her, you know. It sucks. I feel like the two of them together would have been a good pair, but I don't think that, like, Dany doesn't want to share it. She doesn't want it. She thinks it's hers. She's grown up thinking it's hers. She's grown up wanting it. That's what she's been going towards this whole season, or the whole show, I mean. So she she doesn't want to share. We also got confirmation that the Dothraki and the Unsullied, there are still, obviously we saw them in the episode, but there are still some of the army left. I don't know if they said half. They said half for some of them. I don't know if it was for all of them. Oh, Sansa putting the Stark clip on Theon at the start was really, really cool. That was a really nice touch. I really liked that. It was nice. I liked seeing how emotional she got. He saved her basically. You know, I love Theon's arc in this show. You know, I like how it ended up. He had a rough time and everything, but he deserved it in a way. You know, after all the shit that he did with taking Winterfell and pretending to kill Bran and Rickon. So, but he redeemed himself. You know, he redeemed himself in a massive way, and I like how his story ended up. What else do we have? Bronn. Man, I was surprised. I got shocked by Bronn, by his attitude towards Tyrion and Jaime. I didn't expect that at all. Like I thought he was a friend. You know, like he was always hired. He was always getting paid by them and everything. But we saw him talking and having a laugh with them, and I didn't expect him to be that full on, threatening them and punching Tyrion. You know, didn't expect him to be that full on. I don't really understand it from his perspective either. I suppose he wants to make sure he gets paid. You know, all this shit is going down. He's been promised stuff left, right, and centre. He's gotten some of them. He hasn't gotten most of them. He still didn't get that castle. He wants that castle. He needs that castle. He's gonna get that castle. Yeah, just I was shocked. I didn't expect him to be that full on in that scene. So I said I would mention that. I don't really have anything else. My theory on who's going to my theory on who's going to sit in the throne. I want Sansa. I think Sansa might. I feel like people want Jon. I feel like if Jon survives, he might give it to Sansa. Can he do that? I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know who you think is going to sit in the throne. Let me know who you want to sit in the throne. If you have any questions or anything else that you want to add as well, tweet at us, #GOTQA. And on that note, I'm going to call it. So thank you very much for watching. We will be back next week with another reaction to Game of Thrones. You can like, comment, and subscribe. If you liked the video, let us know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. We have some social media links and a website address down below in the description. You can check them out as well, and we will see you next time. Later.
Pull me from the ashes so I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.